Hi, everybody. It's Mr. Renner, and we are here on Dia Tres, our day three this week of our resources theme. Okay, let's get started. We have a fun lesson today. So, today, not that. We are still talking about resources, the things we need from nature. And I gave you a big hint yesterday. What was the resource we were talking about yesterday? And if you guessed it was trees, yay, ding, 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 you got it right. Trees was a big resource that a lot of people need, and they brought trees all the way out to a place with no trees. There also are many animals that count as resources. We use animals. That is something from nature that we use, something that we need. Also, water, air, the sun, lots of things that we need from nature. We're going to be talking about one particular kind of resource today. Let's get started and see what it is, okay? And if you can guess, hooray for you. If not, you might have to ask somebody else, okay? We are on page 508. Turn to 508 and read along with me. It's called My Fishing Diary. It is a diary, and in a diary, every day you write down the day, you say, Dear Diary, and then you write down the things that happened that day. It is a story, but it's kind of a nonfiction story. Okay. Dear Diary, this morning, Dad and I watched the sunrise from his lobster boat. Usually, spending a whole day with Dad makes up for waking so early. But today was not a day for fun. Most of our lobster traps were empty. Dad was worried. He thinks we have few lobsters in our traps because of overfishing. Too many people fishing means there might not be enough lobsters for Dad to catch this season. It also means the lobsters might all just disappear. What are they going to fish for? They're fishing lobsters, and they use these big nets to catch them. These traps, excuse me. They use these big traps, and here are some more pictures of a trap used for a lobster. Sunday, June 4th. Dear Diary, we had more disappointment today. Dad caught a few big lobsters, but they were all females with eggs. Lobsters with eggs must be marked and tossed back. This helps keep the right number of lobsters in the bay so they don't all disappear. Dad talked with other fishermen. They all had good days. Maybe the problem is not overfishing after all. I said we should try using different bait. Saturday, June 10th. Okay, so this is a week later. Dear Diary, this morning was cloudy. Then it started to rain. The rain got our attention, but it did not ruin our good mood. Almost all our traps were full. The new lobster bait seemed to work. Each time we pulled up a trap, it was my job to put rubber bands on the lobster's claws. This way, the lobsters couldn't pinch us. Sunday, June 11th. Dear Diary, today was even better than yesterday. My fingers were rough from banding so many lobsters. I was glad when it was time to quit. After supper, Dad gave me credit for turning things around. He reminded me it was my idea to take action. I think the nice feeling of fullness I had tonight was as much from happiness as from the ice cream dessert. Here is a lobster. Look at that cute little animal. That is not a fish, but it is a type of crustacean. It has a big shell with these big pincers that pinch you, and they can be pretty big, and you collect them in the ocean because that's where they live. And we're running out of them. But people like him, that's their job. Do you know? Did you catch what the resource was here? I hope so. What are the resources they're talking about here? And are these resources that can come back or not? All right. Let us look at your activity again today. Oh, I bet you can't see that. Let's try that again. Share screen. All right, I hope you can see this right here. It says My Fishing Diary. The genre is actually nonfiction. What type? It says Dear what? That's what type it is. Who is telling the story? Is it the boy that's telling the story about his fishing trip? Or is it someone else telling about the boy and his fishing trip? Why do people keep diaries? Take a guess. It's okay if you don't know. And right here, we're practicing words that we get stuck on. Find a word that you got stuck on And how did you figure out what word it was? If you don't know, here is a good word you can put down in that place. I bet a lot of you might not know. I mean, I read it a lot, but what's that word? Put right here, lobster. And how did you figure out? Did you break it into parts? Did you use phonics? Did you look at the picture? There's a nice, beautiful picture of a lobster. Which one worked? That is your packet page for today. And I will see you all tomorrow. All right, have a good day.